This is a story of how I won against a player from the top team. But before we get into that, let's rewind 2 weeks earlier. I was fresh from my loss against Jirachi and clueless as to how I'll move forward. One thing's for certain though. I need to do something about Tornadus Urshifu and fast. Chiyu is really helpful, but it's dead weight against this duo. My instincts told me to get Torkoal back, so I did just that. Sunlight plus Trick Room pressure is back, and I was immediately at ease. But what about Indeedee and Farigiraf, you might ask? I still don't have hard counters for them, but I have tools. My own Indeedee, for example, can reverse Trick Room, among other stuff. And overall, I would rather them be my problem instead of Tornadus Urshifu. But adding Torkoal back isn't enough, cause Tornadus could just, set up Rain Dance. I needed more tools against Urshifu without changing team members. That being said, I wasn't sure what else to do. Little did I know, the answer is within reach. So, I like to write down my thoughts to clear my head. I have this physical journal, and then there's a Discord diary that the captain so kindly created for me. If I want something I've never had, then I need to do something I've never done. In this case, a turn-by-turn replay analysis. I do a lot of practice in Showdown, but all this time I was going for quantity, meaning I just aim to win as much as possible, hoping that the battle exposure will take care of me during official matches. And it was at this point when I remembered the 4 things needed to do something well: knowledge, skill, environment, and motivation. I have wonderful teammates whom I can genuinely count on. And that alone sets up a nice environment for a competition like this. Also, I am quite driven to secure another win for the Little Root Legends, so that takes care of motivation. Finally, I have hundreds of practice battles under my belt in Pokemon Showdown, which should have improved my battling skills. And that leaves us with knowledge. Now you might ask, don't you just acquire that while practicing in Showdown? That's what I thought too, but a turn-by-turn replay analysis tells me that I'm not as knowledgeable as I think. Aside from the turn-by-turn commentary, I also include at least one highlight and one opportunity for every replay that I analyze. Side note, I mostly do best of 3s and I analyze the final battles only, win or lose, since it's what decides the victor. This exercise helps me figure out recurring behaviors that allow me to make good and bad decisions in battle and use them to my advantage. For example, I learned to be aggressive when I have speed control and to have priority targets. Case in point, Tornadus Urshifu. All this time, I see Urshifu as the main threat, but in reality, Tornadus is the real problem. Prankster Tailwind and Rain Dance is the key to countering my team. So I thought, if Tornadus goes down, I immediately win the Speed and Weather Wars, and Urshifu will be at the mercy of Sunny Day and Trick Room. Oh, and do you remember how adding Torkoal back wasn't enough? Apart from that, I gave it a defensive Terra along with Bundle and Heatran. And speaking of Heatran, I gave it Rocky Helmet to punish Drain Punch, Stomping Tantrum, and of course, Surging Strikes. I never would have known all of this without turn-by-turn replay analysis. And with my newfound knowledge, I'm now ready for the final stage of my training, which is executing my game plans in battle. And let me tell you, it worked! Watch this. These are easily the most satisfying moments in my VGC career so far. But it gets better. I got to Master Ball rank with flying colors, and it honestly felt like a sign from above. I also beat Captain Jasper in a sparring session with his team and got an offer to play against the Evergrande Emperors. I could not believe it. The Evergrande Emperors has existed since the beginning of PPTL. They've been a top team for all 7 seasons, including Season 8, and the best players are among them, including the reigning national champion. I mean, I thought I was doing great, but not on this level. But if the captain believes in me, so should I. My match was scheduled on a Sunday. It was Friday when I wrapped up my training, and the time in between was used to just chill and hope for the best. And on the big day, these happened. It was a clean 2-0, and you just witnessed my winning turns for games 1 and 2. I actually did it. I won against a player from the top team. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.